Hey boys and girls, today we're going to solve a word problem using the strategy called QtPack. Basically, QtPack is just a way for me to organize my thinking to help me when I'm trying to solve a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and put the letters right here so that it will remind me of those letters. Q stands for question. Let's read our problem and figure out what our question is. There are 36 pencils and 25 erasers. How many are there altogether? So my question is, how many are there altogether? So I like to underline that so it keeps me thinking about what my question is. The next part of my problem is I need to look for the data. What is the data that's going to help me solve this problem? In this particular word problem, 36 pencils and 25 erasers are the data that I need to help me. Now I need to plan out my problem. I'm going to look for words that will help me solve the problem, that will give me clues, and my favorite words here that's going to help me would be the words all together. Those are the words that's going to really help me solve this problem, because I know that if I see all together, then I know that I'm probably going to add. So now I need to answer the problem. So I know I'm going to add, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write out my problem, which is 36 pencils plus 25 erasers. Now notice when I've written this problem that my numbers in the ones place are in a row and my numbers in my tens place are in a row. Sometimes I'd like to draw a line in the middle so that I know that this is my ones place and this is my tens place, just to kind of keep me in check. So now what I want to do is, if I know how to solve this problem, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to add these numbers together. I'm going to begin in the ones place, adding 6 plus 5, and I'm going to use a strategy that's very simple, which would be to do doubles plus 1. So I know that in doubles plus 1, it's 5 plus 5 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. So I'm going to add 6 plus 5 would be 1. That's the 1 is in the ones place, and this 1 is in my tens place. So I'm going to carry it over to my tens place. Now I need to add the numbers that are in my tens place. So I've got the number 3 plus 2 is 5, and I can do the same thing. I can do a doubles plus 1 if I wanted to, or I can just start with my biggest number and count on. So I've got 3, 4, 5, then add my number here, and I've got 6. So my answer is 61. Now, in QtPack, we need to check our answer. And so in order to do that, I'm going to need to use my base 10 blocks to help me. The easiest way to do it would be to just go ahead and create 36 with my base 10. So I'm going to duplicate my 10 to make 36. So here we go. I've got 1, how many, in the number 36, how many 10s do I have? Well, I have 3, so I need to make 3. 1, 2, and 3. So there's my 3. And now I need to make 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I need to make 25. I'll just make that right here. I've got 1, 2. So there's my 2 10s. Now I need to make a 5 1s. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now I need to add up all of my ones place. So I'm going to move those over a little bit so I can count them up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now when I get 10 of these numbers, I'm going to need to get rid of those numbers and trade them for a 10. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to get rid of my ones, my 10 ones, and trade for a 10. And let me get me a 1. And there I have. Now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and I have 61. So that definitely is the same number as I came up with when I added, so I've checked my work as well. Now it's your turn. Use the next problem to figure out what is the answer using the QT Pack strategy.